Oh, man, we have a big weekend of football in front of us, right? Down to the final 8 teams. 4 games this weekend. Getting close to the Super Bowl. It's getting close, only a couple weeks away. With that, I'm going to preview all 4 games, give you my predictions, and you let me know what you think. So if you're a football fan and you haven't been to this channel, welcome. I hope that you enjoy the content enough to subscribe. And if you do enjoy the content, hit the like button and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss stuff, particularly if you're a Jets and Giants fan or a Bills fan. Okay? We love the New York teams here. We love them. Now, with that said, let's preview these games. And I thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for doing that. Jacksonville versus Kansas City first. I mean, Jacksonville has shown a lot with that 31-30 upset win over the Chargers last weekend. They showed us how formidable that offense could be, and Trevor Lawrence is kind of finding his own way now, right? And he's got, a formidable team behind him. It just shows how good they could be. The over-under in this game is 52 points. Okay, 52. Kansas City's also an 8.5-point favorite. Now, we know Kansas City, how good they can be and how formidable they are, their offense and defense. Super Bowl, competitors last couple of years as well. And again, I think this is going to be, a showdown between the Jacksonville offense and the Kansas City defense. Their offense, Kansas City, obviously will be there, but the defense, I think, will have the ability to shut these guys down a little bit more than they're used to. And my prediction for this game is 31-27, Kansas City wins. Okay, next up, Cincinnati versus Buffalo. And again, this is another one. Like, Buffalo was preseason Super Bowl favorites. They had some injuries, some things, and obviously with what happened a couple weeks ago with Damar Hamlin, that kind of threw a shockwave into things. But this team showed us a lot this past weekend, and they won for Damar, and that's what I call it. This is a 48-point over/under game, 48 points. Buffalo's a 4.5-point favorite. And I think the 2 things to watch for is the combo of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase on the Cincinnati side, and Josh Allen and Devin Singletary on the Buffalo side. I think it's going to be not as going to be a high-scoring game as possible because these teams both have formidable defenses too. But at the end of the day, I think Buffalo's going to win 24-21. Okay. Next up is going to be a big showdown. Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. The over/under on this is 46 points. Okay, something crazy? Dallas hasn't been to an NFC title game in like 27 years, so they're very motivated to get there this season. That's nuts. Okay, and again, let's see what happens here. San Francisco's a 4-point favorite. Okay, and they've been just looking better and better and better and better ever since they got Christian McCaffrey. Oh my God! So, and I think he's going to be the offensive weapon on the San Francisco side. I think Dalton Schultz, the tight end, is going to be the big weapon on the Dallas side. And at the end of the day, I think Dallas is actually going to surprise the San Francisco 49ers, and they're going to win 24-21 and make the NFC Championship game for the first time in almost 3 decades. And lastly, the big game, in my opinion, the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, this is another one. Obviously, for New York fans, it's going to be critical. Okay, the over-under on this is 48 points. Philly's already 2-0 this year versus the Giants, so that doesn't bode well. But anything can happen. It's the postseason, right? And what's his name? Jalen Hurts has been dealing with a shoulder issue recently. So will he even start? How much will he play? We don't know. We just don't know. Philly is 7.5-point favorites. But again, I think the combo is going to be Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley duo, plus their defense taking on Hurts and Devonta Smith. With the Phillies defense, to me, is just disgusting. They're really, really good. But the question is going to be their offensive health. So I'm picking a shocker here, and I'm picking the Giants to win this one 27-24 over the Eagles. Now, some folks might not like to hear that, especially the people in Philly, the fans. But, would I be surprised if the Eagles won? No. They're clearly a better team, but the Giants have shown us quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. And, the last couple of times they won the Super Bowl, they didn't have 14 wins either, 15 wins. So they had right around 10 wins and stuff like that. So this is Brian Daboll's got this team kind of rocking and rolling right now. They're definitely on the upswing. So those are my picks, my previews. Let me know what you think. Load up the comments. And again, please subscribe before you leave if you haven't done that yet. So that's what I got for you. Let's go Giants, baby. Let's do it.